let's get going. Day 2. Oh, start my timer. Oh, 5, almost 5 mile walk. I keep screwing up. Sometimes I pause my pedometer when I stop to mess around on the phone, and then I restart it when I go. And then I forget to restart it. Then I go to stop it when I stop and go, oh, it's already stopped. But I just walked like 5 blocks. Crap. And then sometimes you'll be like stopping to cross the street, and the pedometer will be like, oh, are you done walking? And you're like, Jesus Christ, I just stopped at the stoplight, Give me a goddamn 10 seconds. Whew. Keeping up on things. Craig's talking about doing the Munch's Odyssey quick run, where we try to get the worst. What do they call it in there? Like you don't save people. You do all kinds of horrible things. You don't save the Mudokons. You don't save the Scrubs or something. You get bad karma, I think they call it. We want to do like a bad karma run. Should go very quick if we do, compared to the other run, which is very slow and thorough. Completely done with Ori. Messing around with Mark of the Ninja Remastered. I liked Mark of the Ninja back when I played it before the remaster, so I'm playing it now and I'm not like, wow, this is so remastered. I don't remember anything. I'm like, this is what I remember it being. It's just a fun little game while I figure out what I'm going to play next. We got a big list of games. I don't know what to jump into. Still want to do that Romance of 3 Kingdoms 2 one of these nights. That should take 4 to 5 hours. I want to do it as just one big long video and just blap. Might be smarter to cut it into 1 hour chunks or something. I don't know. I don't really know. Keeping up with all the shoulder exercises when I walk. Sometimes I think doing them with the backpack on. I like to walk with the backpack. It helps me like walk up straight instead of slouching. But I think I might have a little interaction sometimes with the exercises and cause a little bit of pain, a little bit of ache. But not that bad. Seeing pretty good results from those exercises over the last week. Not very intense thing. We're not looking for some huge changes. So we're looking more for like better muscle control, like activate and get those muscles from. Might have been atrophying a bit from sitting weeks with the elbow up on the pad next to me here. Tomorrow the check-ins. I gotta go 2:30 to PT instead of 11 to noon like I usually do, and hopefully it'll be fine. I don't know. I like the schedule I had before because there wasn't that many people there. The 11 o'clock meetings are surprisingly crowded, but I haven't gone that often, so I don't want to make too much of an assumption there. We might do an Eternal Darkness thing tonight. I'm going to check in with Andy on the site as soon as this video is over and let him know I've done my walk and my workout and my PTs and everything, so I'm free. Figure out what we're going to do there. I get a lot of texts, contacts from people I used to play Destiny with, because Destiny had a big announcement about how it's going to be good now, they swear. And I can only say, like, I hope the game is good for people who are playing it. I don't want people to play it and not be good. But if it isn't good by now, why is it gonna be good? Like, what makes you think they're gonna do it? If you see like a whole new changeover in personnel working on it, like that would be a good sign. Or at least be a sign that there'll be some kind of change, or that could also just be a sign that they're putting it into like maintenance mode. It could be one of those things kind of like Age of Triumph, where they sort of take all the unscrew all the limiters and let people like have fun because they're basically done maintaining the game. I thought somebody told me that this would be like the last big patch for the game. These are the same some of these same people contact me about Anthem, which was a game that I thought was perfectly fine, like a CC plus game. People really hated on it, and you don't have to like the game, but I think you should realize when your bias was like set by EA being EAM evil and or weird expectations management, not looking at like, well, BioWare, famous for their RPGs, now making shooter action fly game, like, you know, on engine designed for RPGs. And then it just snowballs. I think you get the effect either way. Like, if the game has enough positive, then people start to be like, and I like the quirky characters. Then if the game has too much negative, they're like, the characters are so quirky. And you're like, okay. Can't, the quirk goes either way. Quirk is like salt or something. It's too salty. It's not salty enough. I like the salty taste of whatever the fuck. Sardines on pizza or something. You're like, oh, that's an acquired taste or something. My dad loved sardine pizza. He used to like make me eat he would order it half and half when he finally decided like no one else liked it. And we're like, it's like ordering a whole sardine pizza. The half with the sardines just leaks oil all over the other half, and you're like, well, this is no one's happy. But now it's more like just a fun memory. At the time, it was like, what are we doing? But it wasn't like the end of the world. And now it's kind of fun to look back on that stuff and be like, Jesus, have that story to tell. And then there's Outriders. Everybody's like crazy into Outriders, or at least trying the demo. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I saw there was a demo. I don't know. I ever want to really get sucked back into some kind of live service game. So, sci-fi the Division, something like that. It's like that's not Destiny. Destiny isn't sci-fi the Division. The Division with sci-fi is sci-fi. The Division itself is basically sci-fi. Although Dollar Flu is probably pretty scary. I wonder what they would have done if they were releasing it now. Would they like have to look at like the pandemic and be like, this cuts too close to the bone or whatever? I don't know that saying something is the Division is the biggest compliment. The original Division was pretty great. The Division 2, people are like, this is great, and then no one like stuck with it. It's really weird, all those games that are supposed to be Destiny killers. I always think the mistake there is thinking you have to kill Destiny. Like, then for some reason you're attacking Destiny fans. We're gonna kill your shit and you're gonna come play ours. Like, wait, what? Like, how about if I just like wanted to play what I wanted to play? All right, guys. Well, let me get out of here and get the evening rolling and maybe get some more content up for you that isn't just me yammering into a mic.